Whew. Okay. I feel weird because I can't see you. Um, but just take a couple deep breaths. All that like to-do list, pack it up. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to put it in a box. We're going to let it go. Put that box outside the door and just come into our space, into our body. Couple deep breaths. When you're ready, close your eyes and feel the energy going down your legs, down into the earth, down, and let Mother Gaia meet you with her unconditional love and acceptance. Mm. And as we have this full moon in Cancer, she reminds us that our emotions are never too much. Mother Gaia says, so many times you were told you are too loud, too upset, too crying, or whatever. She says, that's not the case. You were never too emotional. And Mother Gaia says, all those tears you shed, I've accepted and they fed me. Now it's time for me to help feed you and help you accepting all of these emotions. And she's going to go ahead and just kind of, she's like shoving us back up, like, go, I'm with you. We're not hanging out with Mother Gaia right now. We're going to go bring her accepting, loving energy back up our legs. Ooh, she's telling us to stop at the root chakra, our safety, our identity, our self identity. As you sit here and just feeling the root chakra, or remind yourself that I am enough. I have always been enough, and I am never too much. I am safe, and I am allowed to be me. And we're going to go up to the solar plexus. This is kind of how the world sees us. And Mother Gaia is there too, and she's like, we get to be seen for all that we are, all that we have ever been, and all that we will be. We are safe to be seen in that way. And our sacral, mm, she says, we'll come back to that. Your heart, where we think all of our emotions exist, and we feel and we protect. And Mother Gaia says, take down the walls. Feel your emotions as a place of your strength. And Mother Gaia reminds us that mothers who feel for their children are never weak. We take that mother's strength of emotions with us at all moments and all times. And so many times we try and turn our emotions off because we feel like we're too much. Mother Gaia reminds us today to feel them all, and not as a weakness, but as our strength. And up into our throat chakra, she says, so many times we hide what we want to say based on the emotions of other people. We're afraid they won't like it, what we say. We're afraid that they won't accept what our words. And Mother Gaia is bringing that energy and saying, these are your words, your truth, your abilities that need to be spoken. People don't understand until you say it. So she's giving you and all of us this like extra dose of courage to speak and allow our throat chakra to be open. And we're going to go up into our third eye. And even from an emotional standpoint, Mother Gaia says, why can you not trust your intuition? What about it is scary? And if you could just know that it's safe and allow your third eye to open and your intuition to become stronger. And even through your emotions, she says, how much more strength would you have? Now we're going to go up into our crown chakra. And as you're in your crown chakra, just imagine a light coming out of it. And we go up this light and we go into, actually, we're going into a forest. And it's a thick forest. It's not like we've got paths cut out for us. It's just a thick forest. And at first we can stand there and it almost feels overwhelming. Because we can't see. It's so thick. It's like really dark. But Mother Gaia is like, trust. This is the trust in yourself. And she says, I know it's so hard sometimes for you to trust in yourself. We're always looking for the external. It's so much easier when we get that feedback. But this is about internal trust, validation, strength. And as you stand at the edge of this forest, she says, you can do it. You don't see the path. So close your eyes and stand there and feel your way in. She's encouraging all of us to go ahead and just take a step, she says, and then another step. She says, you're not going to find a path. You're just going to take your steps for a while. So as you walk through this forest that you can't see what's in front of you, know and trust yourself. And as you keep walking, the full moon starts to break through. And so your path becomes just a little bit more visible, a more illuminated, she even says. And then Artemis comes in and she says, you know, it's focus. It's focus. But it's not so much focus on the end. Yeah, Artemis's message is that we tend to focus on what the end result is. And in the process of doing that, we miss all the beauty around us. So Artemis is kind of showing us this path through this very dark woods lit by the moon. And you can see at the end, there's like this bright light. And you can't really see all of it in between. So Artemis is saying, yes, you focus there, but I want you to take a step and then look around. Take another step and look down. And as you look around, it's almost like little rocks of gold at our feet that we never even noticed because we were looking up and around. Honestly, we were being scared, she says, to look around us. We were trying to be so focused on what we wanted, we forgot to look down and around us. So as you look down and you see this like glowing gold rock, just look at how beautiful it is. And then as you take another step, take a moment to look around, take an assessment almost. And almost off to the right are like eyes. They're not scary, but you know that your spirit animals are with you. You can't see them other than their eyes, but they bring you peace to know that they walk this path with you. Hmm. And as you take another step, Artemis says, now what do you feel? What do you see? Yes, you see the end goal, but what are you seeing right here? What's the beauty in this moment? And as you walk your paths, Artemis says, just keep looking around you. And then she's going to ask you, what did you see? What did you see? Did you see your spiritual guides? Hmm. Did you see your ancestors cheering you on? Can you see your future self there waiting and excited that you're walking your path? As you keep walking, she's even asking you, do you see those moments of pain? Those moments that you thought were going to take you out and cripple you? The moments that you didn't have an idea of how you would stand back up? Do you see those moments now on your path as the beauty that made you stronger? Can you look at yourself, she says, and see the strength that you have created within you and around you and for yourself and others? Those moments of pain are not to be regretted. Those moments of pain are not to be looked back on as something that we don't want to talk about or think about. Those moments of pain actually can become your magic, your strength. And there's more. What is the almost like this those moments of pain that we've had, Artemis says, become the laser focus on the good that's around us. It's the dichotomy. We can't have the great moments without knowing that we've had some painful moments. So she wants you to almost, all of us, just to embrace those moments and know that they made us stronger. And not in a strength that cuts off our emotion, but because they hurt so bad, we became more in touch with our emotions, she says. And now she wants you to walk, take another step. And now we're in the step. She wants you to look around. We're still not at the light at the end. She says that's not the focus. Right now I want you to look around and start meeting the future self. Look at all the dreams that you thought you had that are now a part of you. They are no longer at that light at the end of the tunnel. They are walking this path with you. The dreams that you thought were impossible are now incorporating and becoming possible. They're not even dreams anymore, she says. They are you. You are that person that you've dreamt of being. You are walking it. You are feeling it. It is incorporating into you as you walk this path. And she says there's one more step here until we get to the bright light at the end that you've been dreaming of and focused on. And it's the people you have impacted while you walked this path. People that you've met, people in your past, and people that you are about to meet. And they're so thankful that you have come into their lives and imparted your wisdom and your emotions and your love and your tears and your knowledge and mostly your voice into their lives. And as you look around at this step, there's just so many people that you cannot even see the end of the people. They're just everywhere. And they're thanking you for showing up for yourself, for showing up for them. And Artemis is saying, thank you. You walked the path, and now that you are at the end. She says, the end is what you've imagined, not what I've imagined for you. You get to imagine the end. And truly, there is no end, she says, because the path just continues. Your path always continues as long as you walk it. It's where you stop on it that ends the path. And as we're sitting here in this bright light, it's like a clearing, and the full moon is shining down on us. And the full moon reminds us it's always about our cycles. Everything comes and goes in cycles. The only thing that stops the cycles is when we stop showing up. So, Bella Luna, as we start 2026, is just encouraging us to keep walking our path for the month, for the year. Mm. It's like 2026, she says, is just going to be a great year as long as you show up. And she says, turn around and just look back at the path and all the things that you've done to get to this moment, to the clearing from not knowing what step to take to seeing all these pieces and parts. And she says, thank you for showing up. Mm. And as we decide to come back into our space, she's reminding us to take all of our emotions with us as we full moon in Cancer. And she says, let your emotions be your strength. Let your intuition guide you. And let your love lead you. And as you're ready, we're going to come back into our crown chakra, bringing all of that energy with us. And coming back into our heart chakra. And Mother Gaia is still waiting there for us. And she's like, this is it. You got this. And when you're ready, go ahead and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and come back into this space.